the one thing couples fight about the most? It's probably not what you think. Hi, I'm Shelby Stricklin with Shelby Stricklin Team Remax Alliance. Have you ever been in a relationship where the person you have always loved and adored suddenly becomes incredibly irritating to you? Where you start to feel like everything they say is selfish and mean? In this video, we will explain why that happens and the importance of making deposits into emotional bank accounts. At the end of this video, I'll share with you what Dr. Gottman says is the secret to relationships that last. Have you ever heard the term negative sentiment override? It's basically when one person in a relationship has built up resentments towards the other. No matter what the partner does, their actions are being run through a negative filter. Let's imagine a couple is eating out for a nice meal together. One person says, "Oh, this food is delicious." The other person says sarcastically, "You never have appreciated my cooking at home." This is definitely a negative sentiment override moment as presented by relationship researcher Dr. John Gottman. A comment as innocent as saying the food is good is taken by the partner as a criticism of their cooking at home. It can also be as subtle as just being annoyed by little things like chewing too loudly or leaving toothpaste in the sink. If not corrected to shift back towards a positive sentiment, this can lead to breakup or divorce. So what in the heck do you do about it? After studying thousands of relationships, Dr. Gottman discovered that the number one thing couples fight about is actually nothing. The people in the relationships he observed weren't arguing over money or sex or real estate. They were really arguing over a failure to connect. Hopefully, at this point, you're wondering how to ensure enough connection to avoid negative sentiment override. Great question. Relationships are like bank accounts. There are both deposits and withdrawals, and the overall balance really matters. Have you ever been going about your day and you hear someone let out a huge sigh? Do you ask them what's wrong or just ignore it? Well, if it's your partner, I suggest you check in with them. It's human nature to offer bids for attention. A sigh, a greeting, a question, stuff like that. If we put out one of those bids and our partners respond with interest, then that results in a positive interaction and a deposit into the relationship bank account. The relationship gurus call that turning toward your partner. Now, if those bids for attention are ignored or the other person doesn't really engage in the conversation, that is turning away from your partner. This creates a negative feeling for the person who is asking for the attention and results in a withdrawal from the relationship account. Too many withdrawals and not enough deposits, and pretty quickly your relationship account is in the negative. I told you I would share with you the secret to relationships that last. Remember that turning towards your partner creates a positive interaction and turning away results in a negative one. Dr. Gottman says that relationships that last have a magical formula of 5-to-1. For every one negative interaction with your partner, you will need at least 5 positive ones. There are many ways to create positive interactions. These do not have to be grand gestures, though. It's more like little things that add up. A few examples could be texting your partner something nice in the middle of the day, giving a hug, asking how their day was, helping them with a task that would normally fall on them, candy, flowers, anything showing your appreciation, depending on what they like, of course. Do keep that in mind. I've since changed my mind about this, but there was a time in my younger years when I decided that receiving flowers was just depressing. I couldn't understand why watching something die would bring joy to someone. I had a lot of things I was very passionate about when I was younger. Anyway, I had a very dear friend who knew I didn't like watching flowers die, so he bought me this. I have had this and smiled over that thoughtful gesture for over 20 years now. So definitely put some thought into the positive interactions you work on, or they could accidentally turn into negative ones. I do my best to follow the platinum rule. Haven't heard of it? Do unto others as they would like done unto them. Don't give a person who hates live flowers, flowers. Get them a plastic one instead. For more information about that, definitely check out the 5 Love Languages written by Gary Chapman. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you found this information valuable. If we can answer any questions or get you any additional information, please just let us know. We are always happy to help. Bye.